Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, July 14th. I'm Colette the Highway Stitcher, here to give you my stitching from the highway and at home. It is hot. It is way too hot. It's about 80 degrees now, and that's 26 degrees Celsius, and it's supposed to go up to 97 degrees, 36 degrees Celsius, but we've been over 100 several days. It just beats on me. I don't know what it is, but some people love the heat, but with me, I much prefer colder temperatures. I really, really do. I had a good friend mention to me last night at a stitching group. She says, "Why haven't you done a video lately? I'm waiting for a video." And I said, "Oh, I'm languishing in this heat." So that's my new word for today. I'm languishing, and I feel like just going, I'm not feeling like anything. So anyway, thanks to her, I decided I better get on here and show you my updates, because I've done a lot of stuff and stitched a lot, but I really have. The heat's just really been getting to me, and so I just really didn't want to make a video very much, but I am going to do it now. And so thanks to her, I am getting this done. Anyway, first of all, a little bit of update on what's been going on. I was at the River House, but I was only there about a week. I was there through the 4th of July, and then we left and came back early. Reason being is because they were going to pave the streets within our little neighborhood, which we're against the river, and so are the houses around us, and there's only like one way out. And they were going to pave all those streets like on the same few days. And I don't know if you guys agree with me on this, but when they start paving streets, a lot of times they're late in doing it, or they do some, and then they're telling you to park outside of the area, and it's just a big hassle. And since this isn't our regular living in-house, we both decided that when we got that notice and they were going to start the next day, we just decided to come back to Utah. So I only have just a couple pictures, and I'll put those in at the beginning or end of this video so you can see what the river looks like. But I didn't end up staying there long enough to do a video. So I apologize for that, for those of you who wanted to see it. Hope to do it next time I go. Item of housekeeping. It's already happened a while ago, but I reached 3,000 subscribers. So I wanted to do a giveaway and kind of do it similar to Sarah Stitchy Mommy. I think she's the one who did this, where depending on what she made, like what amount of subscribers she's at, she gave like that amount of giveaways. So since I reached 3,000, I'm going to give 3 giveaways. They're kind of 3 different types of giveaways. And so maybe one of them will be something that you'll be interested in. And don't worry about where they get sent to. I'm very willing, since I don't do like tons of giveaways, I'm very willing to send it out of the country and pay the money. So if you are lucky enough to happen to win one of these and you live out of the country, then, you're going to get this. Anyway, remember all the rules for the giveaways. Be over 18. When I give you the word, just use the word in your comment. You don't have to be funny about it or anything else. You can just, do the word, and I'll do a random comment picker. First one I'm going to give away is a Erica Michaels kit for the All About Berries kit. These were like a club that was a while ago. And this includes the threads and the finishing materials, the fabric, and the pattern. So anyway, this is one of the ones I'm going to give away. And what I want you to put down for the word is give. Just G-I-V-E. That'll work. The second giveaway is going to be this Thistles Summer, Sunny Summer. This is just the pattern. So you'll have to get your own floss and linen or Aida or whatever else. What I want you to put down for this is sunny. The word sunny, S-U-N-N-Y. Cute kit. And then the third one is also the pattern, and this is called Sweet Pea by Lilac Studios. I thought that was a really pretty sweet pea flower. And I know some of you like to stitch things like this, and so I'm going to use this as my third giveaway, and I want you to put down for the word on this, sweet, S-W-E-E-T. So you can do all three if you want, one if you want, whatever. And since there are three different types, hopefully I'm kind of giving it to like the whole group. Since I'm eclectic, what I'm going to give away to you is eclectic. It's a broad span of the type of stitching that I do. So good luck. I know I'm going to hold this open until probably 2 weeks or so. Depends on how much I'm languishing with the heat. And also next week I'm going to leaving on Saturday to go down to Mesa, Arizona for the National Lace Convention for my bobbin lace. And so definitely I won't be doing anything until at least the 25th, but maybe a little bit later than that, depending on how I feel when I get back. So no lace to speak of to show you this week, but there's probably certainly will be a lot when I get back to you, because I'm hoping anyway. And I'll have pictures. Definitely I will post video and pictures of my time down there. I'm looking forward to it. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is even hotter temperatures than we have here in Utah right now. So it'll probably seem like I'm just like at the beach or something when I come back here, because to go from 112 or 115 in Mesa, Arizona, and then come back to 100, it'll probably seem like it's just like summer, I mean like springtime or something. So anyway, be that as it may, I want to get on to my whips and the little bit of haul I have on my plans, so that, you know, I can show you guys what I've been doing this time. So, first thing I'm going to show you is Under the Sea. And this is the Under the Sea Club by Frosted Pumpkin. This has been a fun club. I kind of didn't want to start another Sal, especially a mystery one, but I've been really enjoying this, so I'm really glad that I was enabled by a couple friends who, they know who they are. Anyway, I didn't quite finish this month's, and I'll show you where, what this month's part of the mystery was. Before I do that, this is on a 28 count Cloudy Dawn, dyed by my friend Lori of Textilist. She does some videos, and anyway, this is I thought this was really a cool color, because as you can see by looking closer, it's like the swirls of the ocean. That is not really the correct color right there. Correct color is more like that, more of an ocean blue with a few dark blues in it. And this month's part was all of these cute little seahorses, which I have not stitched their eyes yet, so maybe kind of hard to tell that they're seahorses, but they are. And then I'm starting the tentacles, I guess that's what it is, the octopuses. I haven't done the octopus's heads yet. So that was what our monthly part was this month. Also, there's going to be a little bit of a border down here, and Under the Sea stitched, the words Under the Sea stitched down there. So I'm working away at this. This should be done before I leave for my trip. I'm going to try to have it done. All the back stitching might not be done, but the rest of it I'm hoping to have done before I leave. It's the only thing I'm going to be working on the next day and a half or so before I leave to drive down to Mesa, Arizona. So hopefully that'll get done. This is all, told you the linen, but it's all DMCs, and it's 2/2. So it's been a real fun project. So I was working on that, like, you know, 100 stitches a day or so, like my daily 30 or daily hour. And I was surprised, because I got 1,071 stitches, and that was only in this last week. So it shows you how much you can get accomplished when you do just a few stitches a day. Okay, my next whip is familiar to a lot of you. This is the Lace Maker full coverage piece. Last night I worked on quite a bit of this. The reason why I wanted to is because my pattern keeper was telling me that I was going to be almost at 40% on this piece. All I had to do was just a little, I had like 39.2%, 20%. So I frantically worked on it last night at our stitch group. I didn't quite make it, but when I got home, I said, no, it's at 39.92. I said, no way, I'm going the rest of the way. So I put in the rest of the stitches. I ended up getting 1,404 stitches total on this, and it is now at 40%. Hallelujah! So, and this is being stitched on 25 count even weave Zweigart, one thread over one fabric thread, 1/1, full cross, and the part that I worked on this time. All of this, and I'll show you just a second the picture so you can kind of visualize what I was trying to work in here. So, and I filled in the rest of this, and then I went down the side here on the light. And I did that last night because this was like solid colors of the same, so I didn't have to worry about confetti. But when I came back home, I did some filling of the confetti here, which this is kind of a bunch of vines and plants that are above the door. So you look at that, and here's the picture. You can see that kind of where I'm at. So I was working in this area here. I worked down here. Didn't start on the window yet, but I got the starts of that dark vine, viney plant that is behind the lace maker. So anyway, it's exciting. It'll be put away for a while because I can't really work on it at convention, and I've got some other, you know, whips that are languishing, so I better get to work on them too. But I am excited about that. It's looking good. It's fun. I really enjoy it. So that's what got done on my full coverage, the one full coverage that I'm concentrating on these few months. Next piece, this got about just 301 stitches on it, my Mirabilia Garden Prelude. This lady here, I've been working on her for a yearly challenge for my Daily 30 group. And so she has been kind of giving me fits because I'm just getting real tired of her. And you'll probably see why when I show her to you, because I'm going to have to stay way back, and I'm not even going to be in the picture probably. Get a load of that dress. Is that not dress burnout or what? And I'm not even really all the way down to the bottom except over there. As you can see, that's the very bottom of the dress. And how far out it goes. So you can just guess that I have to kind of wavy that dress at the bottom all the way over to the other side here and up there. Beautiful dress. I love the colors, but I am feeling a little bit of burnout on this piece. But that's why it's in the yearly challenge. That's why I want to keep going on it, because I need to finish this, and I want to finish it. Because this is for my daughter, as many of you know, I mean my granddaughter, as many of you know, and she's a violinist. And so I really need to finish this, and I'm getting to the point where I want to finish this and get this done and be done with it. I have other fancy ladies I want to get to, and it's like, I'm getting done with this. I want to move on. She's being stitched, typical 32 count for most people doing their mirrors. This is a Picture This Plus Demoiselle. And I'm doing 2/2, and with all the called for DMCs. And in this case, the only other colors besides DMC were some water lilies, and I did not use them because they were the back part, the flowers part of the actual piece, which I opted to only do the lady. So, didn't do the flowers. So anyway, that's Garden Prelude. My next piece, which I did about, let's see, yeah, only about 300 stitches also for the yearly challenge, but this is also one that I have to pick up my game on. This is Piece Band Sampler. This is my birthday stitch with my friend Krista, and I know she's way far ahead of me, and I have to get this done by my birthday because we were going to pick up another pattern to do, and I love it. It's just that there's some other pieces that are also need to get done too, and so it's that quandary of what do you pick up first, and how much time do you have to get to work on it. Anyway, my piece, many of you have seen this already, but my piece is being stitched on a Be Stitch Me fabric, 32 count through the stones. So as you can see from looking back farther, it's kind of a greenish gray color. It's a beautiful color in person. I love this fabric, absolutely love it. And I'm using a sulky thread, and I actually don't have the number here with me, but if I remember right, it's 706. I think that's what it is. And so I'm using one thread over two. So, and the sulky's been working out really good. It's just about perfect, I think, for this 32 count, which is probably, my Be Stitch Me's tend to be a little tighter weave. So it's probably not, it's probably a little tighter than 32 count. And it seems like the sulky works really good from 32 on up to 40, I think, in some cases. So anyway, that's what I've got done. And the only part I actually worked on, I worked on it when I was at a little bit at StitchCon, and then I had to pull out a bunch because I made a big mistake. So that didn't make me happy. But then when I came home, my part for my challenge was this, the little flowers, which will, okay, Colette, the Valentines, those little hearts, not flowers, are going across that whole border, or for that band. So anyway, I'm trying to hurry up and hustle this so that I can start packing. And of course, I'm getting my words wrong. Okay, next piece, My Home in the Garden. Worked on this quite a bit. I got, I couldn't believe how many stitches I got on this. I don't know. Probably because I started thinking to myself, well, this is another one where I've got to get more done on it ahead of time because we're due to be done in October, and Houses and me don't coordinate with fast stitching. Neither does grass. So I thought, I have got to get hustling on this more. So I got 2,673 stitches in this last 3 weeks. Pretty happy with that. And here she is. She's being stitched on 32 count, Not Another Sampler fabric by Be Stitched Me. And I'm using the Gloriana Silks, and it's 2/2 full cross. So this shows that I would say right about here, the right color. It's kind of a creamy color with just a tiny touch of modeling, not much, which is just about what I wanted. I think that's probably what they wanted too, because I wanted a tiny bit of like a little over-dyed look to it, but not so much that it would take away from these beautiful colors that you see as you go closer. Just, they're absolutely beautiful. So what I accomplished, first of all, as you can see, is I finished the border all the way around. It did work. I had one little issue about in the middle as I was going around, and then I realized I had put too many rows. So I didn't have to really, like get out too many stitches, frog too many, but at least that was simple. It was just my mistake. It wasn't a mistake of, way somewhere up farther. So once I frogged that little bit and brought it back in, it was perfect. So I did that, also started a little bit of that grass, and then I finished my portion that I'm supposed to finish as the Fearless Leader. This was the part that we were supposed to have done, which is right here, which I did. So anyway, that's My Home in the Garden. Next one is Prairie Life Sampler. This was originally in my, not only my Whip Go, but my Daily 30 yearly challenge. I switched it out for My Home in the Garden because I knew I had to finish up My Home in the Garden as well as Peace Band Sampler. That was very important, and Garden Prelude. I'm done with that. So those were 3 that I'm keeping for the yearly challenge, so I can get tons of stitches on them. So I did switch out Prairie Life. I didn't like to. I was really having fun with this piece, really, but it's not something that I'm doing with somebody else that has to get done, so I needed to put it aside. But I did end up getting 1,056 stitches on this before I did for my yearly challenge up to that point. So you can see, if you remember the last time I showed it, there was a lot less done. Um, I ended up bringing the border around on both sides and then also working on the wagon and the horses. So this is being stitched on a 32 count. I know it's a Zweigart, but I'm not sure what what it's called. I didn't keep track of it back when I started this in 2018, but I think it's like an antique white. It looks like that. And this is about the best, about this far back on mine with my camera here. It's usually, shows the color the best. But I'll bring it up closer and show you how those horsies look. And the cat and the wagon. So that was fun. I was having really lots of fun working on this. So I don't think it's going to languish for long. I think I will bring it back out and work on it. Especially since if you look at it here, I've got to do the people. Laura, I want to do Laura and Mary and Carrie and Papa and Pa. This is ridiculous. At least got to get them done. But also words go fast for me. So, you know, once I get Ma and Pa and the kids all done and that, I think I can get the rest of this done pretty fast. The border, you know, that'll take a little while because borders, you know, and me are not copacetic or whatever. But anyway, I think it's something that now that I'm getting down further, I can get it done. So, okay, and then the last piece I worked on was a Whip Go piece, A Hands Across the Sea, Elizabeth Furnace 1836. This one I did barely 1,000 stitches, 1,014, because that's what I was supposed to finish up for my Whip Go challenge. And believe it or not, shows you just, this is over 40. One strand of MPI silk, the called for, over to 2 fabric threads. And it's tiny, and this is going to be a huge piece. So that 1,000 stitches was only actually probably these 3 flowers and a little bit of vine. Oh, it was one other thing I just forgot. And I did work this part of the border over to there too. But it sure is pretty. This is a 40 count vintage sand dune from Lakeside Linen, and oh man, it's true. They have the most beautiful fabric when you can get it. So that is Elizabeth Furnace. This is not the correct color. That is that beautiful, beautiful color. It's a fun piece to stitch on, actually, but it's amazing how very little gets done. Get 1,000 stitches, and you go, what? Where are the 1,000 stitches on that? So, oh, no, that's the last of the whips because this is plans. Okay, the only haul I have is this color in cotton, Spacious Skies, my fabric of the month. And that is pretty. That shows it, again, quite correctly, the color. A little bit of light-colored maltoline. Just perfect. When they say Spacious Skies, that's basically what it is, to me, is our sky. So I thought that was really pretty. Okay, plans. Since I'm traveling to Arizona, and I pretty much our class is all day, except for Wednesday. And so I'm going to be pretty much lacing. But I am bringing pieces to work on because I'm going to visit Attic and say hi to everybody there on Wednesday. That's my plan anyway. And so I'm hoping to go there and stitch maybe for part of the day and say hi to Jean and Carolyn and everybody there. So, and do some shopping, of course. I can't go, if I'm that close, if our hotel is like 10 minutes from the Attic, I am not going to not head over to the Attic on my free day from Lace. So I will be over there stitching. I'm still I'm figuring my plans out. I'll probably bring, I have to do Eliza Bell Cox, My Hands Across the Sea. I have to get my Whip Go numbers in on that. So I'm thinking that I probably will bring that and work on that when I'm at the Attic. That seems quite appropriate. As far as the rest of the week, if I have any time at night, my first thing I was going to do was pick up this sal that I'm doing with Denise, the Black Ribbon Studio. to a friend's house. And that's a Mary Engelbright pattern. And I've done this much on it. And then I had to set it aside because I needed to catch up on Under the Sea Club. But now I can, Under the Sea Club, it'll be done before I leave. So I'm going to bring this to Arizona with me and work on it. And we'll see how much more I get done. So, such a pretty piece. This is on a 32 count Swigart piece that I had. And it's 2/2, full cross with all DMCs. We did change out the border to black. The rest of it is correct. And I don't have a picture of it. I forgot to grab the book. But if you watch Denise, which you should, Black Ribbon Studio, you will be able to see what the piece looks like. And somewhere along the way, a month ago, I stopped off right here, as you can see from my thread. So I'm going to finish up the flowers and the leaves and stuff there for sure. And then if I have any time at all, I'm going to start up with the letters. And Denise, you better watch out because I'm getting down to the wire here. Of course, going to Arizona will probably put a crimp in that. But anyway, we'll see how I do. And then I'm also going to bring Peace Band Sampler and Garden Prelude, slosh away on those. I need to anyway because I need about two more challenges done to get my full month done on the challenges. So I'll probably end up just trying to get barely my 300 done and, you know, to check them off and take the pictures. I'm hoping. And so those are my plans. And after I get back, I'm not sure. I haven't thought that far ahead. So I can't really give you any ideas, but you know, it'll be still working away on the majority of these same pieces, except for the Whipco samplers that I just told you about, unless they get called a second time, because they are on my Whipco board more than once. So if they get called a second time, then I will pick them up again. My sampler Whipco calendar. But anyway, sampler Whipco bingo board. Anyway, that is what I'm working on when I'm gone. So I'm glad I could get this done and before I leave. And thanks for the incentive, Brenda. Thank you very much. And so now I'm getting my floss tube done, and I'll see if I can push myself to get another one done before 2 weeks passes. If I feel good enough, like I said, when I get back, I will definitely do another floss tube if I just don't feel too tired and hot. Okay, can't forget Daily Gratitude Journal. This one I'm picking up in July. It's, oh my goodness, this might actually be, it is. It's July 14th, and I picked July 14th, and I did not do that on purpose. I just loved this beautiful, beautiful field of summer flowers. All these poppies. This is so pretty. This could very well be in California because I used to go to the poppy fields there during the summer. And this looks a lot like the hills that I walked around on. It's so beautiful with all those poppies. Anyway, this says, in summer, the song sings itself. So, in summer, the song sings itself. So, anyway, all you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I really do. You guys are the greatest. Anyway, take care, and I will see you hopefully, in 2 weeks. So, anyway, take care. Love you all. Bye-bye. Take care.